Now, you know, technically, I'm spoiling you all right now, even though I got my new format. But yeah, anytime I upload 3 or more videos in a 7-day period, 3 or more videos to my channel in a 7-day period, that means I'm officially spoiling y'all. Now, technically, the video I uploaded yesterday, that wasn't really my video. That was more of an endorsement from another YouTube personality. Again, Matt Mitchell, who I really appreciated, giving me that endorsement. But I did do a video Sunday. I uploaded the endorsement video yesterday, and now I'm back. Excuse me. Burp number one. Here's the reason I'm coming back so quick. Because actually, I wasn't planning on doing another video until at earliest maybe Thursday, Friday, and at latest next Monday. Just in the last 24 hours, I've had 2 people, followers of mine, challenge me. They challenged me on an issue. Well, one is just a guy who follows me in my comment section. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I warned you guys. And this guy know who he is. So if he listening, he know who he is. I had to block him. Yep, I blocked him. He came at me wrong, I blocked him. Anybody come at me wrong in my comment section, man, you getting blocked. Make no mistake. I used to be lenient when I first got on here back in 2017 and to a lesser extent last year in 2018. But in 2019, I ain't playing, man. If you say anything insulting to me, disrespectful to me, I'm blocking you. That's not to say that you can't express disagreements. If you look at my conversation, I'll allow somebody to express what I call a philosophical disagreement. But if you say something that's insulting, that I feel is insulting and or disrespectful to me, you get blocked. Now, the other guy who issued pretty much the same, had the same theme, this is a client of mine. It's a Skype and telephone consultation client of mine. And his was more posed in the form of a question. He didn't just make a statement. He asked me more of a question. And here's the issue. I'll start with the guy who I ended up blocking. Yesterday, I had a guy, he was commenting on one of my old videos. And one of the video I did, like, say, in the last week or so. There's a video I did. I think it was the video. Oh, I know what it is. The video I did talking about the last video I did before I went on my sabbatical, which was, yes, women are choosing you, but for what role? That was the question I asked. Because, you know, there's a lot of dating coaches who will emphasize this concept of choosing signals. Choosing signals. And what I basically said in that video is that I'm not totally against the concept of choosing signals. Because if you read my books, particularly my book, Who Said Again, the one area where I kind of am somewhat similar to emphasizing choosing signals is in my book, Who Said Again, particularly the audiobook version. I do talk about taking time to read a woman's body language, signs and signals of interest and versus disinterest. Her facial expressions and overall body language signs of interest versus disinterest. So some could argue that when I talk about that, that's my own version of talking about being on the lookout for choosing signals. But also the argument I made in that video, which I'll probably put in the comment section to remind you what video I'm talking about. But again, it was my last video before I went on my April sabbatical. I said, what a lot of guys who emphasize choosing signals don't point out is that which role is a woman choosing you for? Because see, I've always asserted for years that there's always going to be 4 roles a woman's going to put you in. 4 roles a woman's going to put you in. casual fuck buddy role, long-term romantic companion / future spouse role, pay for play role, which would include tricks and sugar daddies, pay for play role, and purely platonic friend role. So the question I mainly asked in that video was, which role are you being chosen for? Yeah, a woman might be choosing you, but which of those roles is she choosing you for? Because the criteria for each of those roles is different. Like what might turn a woman on in one role will totally turn a woman off in another role, and vice versa. For example, what will turn a woman off in the role of fuck buddy will turn her off in the role of platonic friend, and vice versa. You understand that? I'm not going to rehash that video. Go watch that video again. But anyway, so this follower of mine, he was commenting in that video. You won't see the comment now because I deleted this shit. He started off actually complimenting the video. He said it gave him something to think about. He said, Alan, I never looked at it. The way you presented this, he said, I never looked at it this way before. He said, I never thought about that. And I got a lot of feedback from guys after watching that video. A lot of guys said, damn, I only looked at women as either being interested in you or not interested in you. I never took time to think a woman might be interested in you in role A, but not interested in you in role B, C, or D. Or she might be interested in you in role C, but not be interested in you in A, B, and D. He said, so he started off, his first comment, he started off complimenting me on that video and how thorough it was. And he liked the movie clips I had at the beginning. I had a clip from The Thing, Chris Rock excerpt, and I had excerpt from this movie called Closer with Clive Owens and Julia Roberts. Anyway, so his first couple comments, he was complimentary. And this is a guy who had commented in my comment section quite often, actually. I'm not going to say his username, but he was at least a semi-regular commenter of mine. But anyway, he went on to say he started becoming kind of over-analytical. And number one, my comment section is not the place for you to start becoming over-analytical and asking me a bunch of questions. If you want to ask me a bunch of questions, that's when you purchase an email consultation, or if you got more detail, lengthy detail, you purchase a Skype or telephone consultation. My comment section is not a place for informal consultation sessions. I've pointed that out before. And sometimes I'm a little lenient, but I got to let you guys know, man, don't ask me a bunch of questions in my comment section and try to basically sneak and get a free email consultation from me. I ain't down with that shit. Real talk. I don't play that. And that's what this guy proceeded to try to do. He started off, again, just started complimenting the video, but then he went on to like posing a lot of questions at me and making all these over. Anyway, to get to the point, he basically said, and I'm be paraphrasing his words, but essentially he said, Alan, he said, now that I understand better these four roles, he said, I hate to say it, but now I have a contention with your mode one approach. Now I have a contention with your mode one approach. He said, because let's say you meet a woman who looks at you as long-term romantic companion material. She has you in the role of the long-term romantic companion / future spouse role. But you come at her like you just want to be casual fuck buddies. That's your angle. You come at her like you want to be casual fuck buddies. He said, Alan, with all due respect, you're going to turn that woman off. You're going to turn that woman off because you're going to come across as too sexual and too thirsty. Too thirsty. He said, you're going to come across as too sexual and too thirsty. Insert dog face here. This motherfucker don't understand Mode 1. It ain't even no point in him owning my Mode 1 audiobook and whatever other books he owns of mine. If that was his conclusion, it ain't no point in him owning my book. I'm going to get lengthy in the remainder of this video, but for right now, I'm going to just briefly say it. Why the fuck you worrying about what a woman wants from you? Why the fuck you worried about what a woman wants from you? Why? Why are you worried about what a woman wants from you? If you want her to eat chicken wings and she wants you to eat lasagna, you going to give in to her terms and conditions or she going to give in to yours? Which one? Which one? I'll lay out the terms and conditions for how I want to interact with a woman. I don't give a fuck what a woman wants. I don't give a fuck what a woman wants. Matter of fact, what's interesting about that, if you go back to a Blog Talk Radio episode, I was actually in a relationship with a woman. Most of y'all know who that was. She used to be semi-famous. I was in a relationship with a woman. And one time I was talking about that. I think it was one of my interviews with David X. And I talked about that. I said, when I'm talking to a woman, I don't give a fuck what she wants from me. And my own girlfriend at the time said, really, baby? Is that how you really feel? You don't give a fuck? Like to do with me, you don't give a fuck? And she thought I was going to be like, oh, baby, I was just saying that shit for the radio. No, that ain't how I really feel. I told her, I said, hell yeah, I don't give a fuck what you want from me. I don't give a fuck what you want from me. I don't give a fuck what a woman wants from me. I care about what I want from her. The type of relationship. Like, if I want short-term sexual relationship and a woman wants long-term sexual relationship, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If I want non-monogamous sex and a woman wants monogamous sex, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That ain't my problem. That's hers. I know what I want. I know what type of relationship I want. Similar to this, speaking of the term thirsty, I had one of my clients. He asked me that this morning. He said, Alan, let's say you are in the airport and this woman might be looking at you with an admiring stare and say she's looking at you as a guy who might be out of her league. So, but then you approach this woman, you notice her admirable stares and you go and approach her Mode 1 style. Wouldn't that kind of kill the sexual tension? Wouldn't that make her automatically say, well, damn, I thought he was a challenge, but he actually is in my league since he's now straightforwardly letting me know he want to have sex. So, damn, I ain't really that interested in him no more because he came across as thirsty. So my question to you is, when did the concept of being upfront, specific, and straightforwardly honest become synonymous with being overly eager, impatient, and sexually desperate, aka thirsty? Because that's what thirsty is. Thirsty is when you're desperate. That's when you're desperate for sex. Combination of impatient, overly eager, and desperate for a woman's sexual companionship. That's thirsty. Remember that story I told about the book signing? In my book, The Possibility of Sex? Where that woman stood up and she said, this brother right here, he knows our secret. And all the women said, what secret? What secret? And she said, y'all bitches know what secret he know. He knows our secret. You remember that? You remember that? You remember that? For those that don't own my book, The Possibility of Sex, you should own it by now. Shame on you for not owning it. Yeah, I talked about a story where I was at a book signing event in my hometown of Gary, Indiana. A woman from my hometown, she sponsored a book signing for me in, I think, late summer 2006. And it was nothing but women there. Well, it was one dude who was married, but they left halfway through the event. But it was me and about 20 to 25 women. They was all asking me questions. And at one point, they was asking me questions about my same-day seductions. My same-day seductions. They was like, Alan, it seems like you've had sex with a lot of women like the same day you met them. Like, how did you pull that off? And How have you been so successful having sex with women the same day you met them? And I said, well, here's the kicker. I said, the truth? I said probably 80 to 90% of the time, having sex with a woman the same day I met her was not my specific objective. That was not my specific objective. I said, with the possible exception with certain times when I was out of town traveling, I've never made it my specific objective to have sex with a woman the same day I met her. Matter of fact, speaking of the possibility of sex again, there's another story I tell in that same book. This trick I used to use. It's kind of manipulative, but it used to work. But I got away from it because I felt like it was kind of manipulative. But I'll tell you, on a quick side note, a little trick I used to use with women. I used to use this trick where I would meet certain women and I would start off acting like I wanted to fuck them like really, really bad. Like I would basically act like I was thirsty. I would say, oh shit, damn, I want to fuck you so bad. Damn, I want to fuck you so bad. You are so fucking sexy. Fuck, I can't wait to fuck you. I want to fuck you so bad. Now, pause right there. What would that immediately make them think? That I'm over anxious to fuck them. That I can't wait to get them in bed. Can't wait to get them in bed. But here's what I would do to contrast that, to almost contradict that. I would pull out either a paper calendar or electronic calendar, and I would start, oh, somebody calling me, hold on. I would start looking at my calendar, and so again, let's say I said, oh, damn, I want to fuck you so bad. I want to fuck you so bad. Oh, I want to fuck you so bad. Then I would pull out my calendar and be like, okay, what do we have here? What is it now? Early May. Let me see. No. June won't work. No. July, no. Busy. No. August, no. Doing a lot of traveling. That won't work. September, ain't gonna be doing a lot of family stuff. No, that won't work. October, that's kind of funny. Okay, yeah. Early to mid-November, man, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you. And the woman would be like, November? What are you talking about? It's May. It's the first week of May. You're talking about fucking me in November? What are you talking about? You're telling me you can't fuck me in September or October. And I'd be like, those are busy months. I don't know. Seriously, Alan? You seriously can't fuck me earlier than November? Okay. All right. If I rearrange some things, I might be able to fuck you in early to mid-September. Wait a minute, Alan. You telling me that you can't fuck me until early to mid-September, and it's early May. So you telling me that you can't fuck me in June, July, August. All right. Because I like you a lot. I'm going to finagle some things. I might be able to fuck you around mid-June. How's that? Mid-June. It should be like, Alan, I can't believe you're telling me this. So you can't fuck me like in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I say, damn. What am I about to do right now that's clever? You already know. What am I about to do that's clever? You see how that turned around? First, I was the one acting over anxious, like, damn, I can't wait to fuck you. Damn. But now, who's being over anxious now? That woman's being over anxious now. Why is she so impatient to move it up from November to June and even to the month of May? And when it be all said and done, she'd be like, okay, how come you can't fuck me like this weekend? Well, what's preventing you? You got so many other women you fucking that you can't fuck me this weekend? And I'd be like, damn, baby, so you really want me to fuck you this weekend? Is that what you're telling me? You want me to fuck you this weekend? Well, yeah. Say it. Say it. I want you to fuck me this weekend. Say it. Say it, bitch. Say it again. I want you to fuck me this weekend. I want you to fuck me this weekend. Say it again, bitch. Say it again. I want you to fuck me this weekend. I want you to fuck me. I want you to fuck me so bad. I want you to fuck me this weekend. Mo one, baby. Now, Let's go back to the book signing event. This woman was just kind of looking at me at first. She wasn't saying much. She was just kind of looking at me. And then I was explaining how I said, yeah, most of my same-day seductions, that wasn't my objective to fuck them in the same day. I said, usually I'm looking to fuck a woman maybe like 2, 3, 4 weeks from the time I meet them. Then she just looked at me. All of a sudden, if you remember the story again, if you have the book, you know the story. But she got up and she said, this brother here, well, actually, to be truthful, in reality, she said, this nigga here, but I didn't want to put that in the book. That's what she said, really. She said, this nigga here. I should go back to brother. She said, this brother here. And then all the other women were like, what? She said, oh, this brother's slick right here. This brother here, he's slick. He's slick. And the other women were like, what? She said, he knows our secret. He knows our secret. And other women were, they were playing dumb. They were like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? She started admonishing other women. She said, you bitches know he know our secret. Why y'all playing stupid? Why y'all playing dumb? You know he know our secret. What was she referring to when she said our secret? What secret did I know about these women? Well, actually, I did know this secret, but I love that she confirmed it for me. Because I don't know at the time if I knew it was 100% fact, but I always suspected this about women. But anyway, she basically said, if we're attracted to a guy, if there's one thing that makes us horny as hell, is if a man behaves as if he can be just as patient, if not more patient than us for the pussy than we are for the dick. If a man gives us the impression that he's just as patient, if not more patient for the pussy than we are for the dick, she said, that makes us women real horny if we're attracted to that guy. And all the women immediately start going like, shh, shut up. Alan, don't let Alan know that. And she was like, he's here? What are you talking about? Alan already knows that. He already knows that secret. Which I did. So, let me tackle a couple things. Number one, what I said in the early part of the video. Part of being more one man is knowing what you want. You understand that? Part of being more one is knowing what you want and deciding what you want. Setting your own terms and conditions for how you interacting with a particular woman. What a woman wants should be of no concern to you. And I'm being real talk. What a woman wants should be of no concern to you. You know I always talk about the delineation between alpha males and beta males. What do you think one of the differences is between an alpha male and a beta male? See, if you always looking to appease a woman and adhere to her wants and needs and her terms and conditions, then you're automatically a beta male. You're automatically a beta male. And I mean, seriously, you're automatically announcing yourself as a beta male. That's what a beta male does. A beta male is a guy who's easy to manage, easy to manipulate, easy to control, easy to influence. Basically, anytime you're essentially adhering to a woman's terms and conditions, and you're adhering to the type of relationship she wants, you're beta. You're beta. Plain and simple. You're beta. An alpha male sets his own terms and conditions when he deals with women. He sets his own terms and conditions. Again, if an alpha male knows he wants a short-term relationship rather than a long-term relationship, he makes that clear and he stands by it. Hard line. If he knows he wants a non-monogamous relationship rather than a monogamous relationship, he stands by that. Hard line. If he knows he wants a relationship that doesn't involve spending a lot of money, he stands by that hard line. That's what alpha males do. That's what alpha males do. They make women adjust to their program, not vice versa. They make women adjust to their program, not vice versa. Get it? Got it? Good. Secondly, about the question the client asked me about, does being Mo 1 have the potential to make you be perceived as thirsty? Thirsty. How would it? How would it? And I've been dealing with this for probably like 10 or more years, man. A lot of guys tend to, again, make being upfront, specific, and straightforwardly honest synonymous with being overly eager, impatient, and desperate. For me, those are apples and oranges. Those are apples and oranges. There's nothing about being Mo 1 that should make you come across as overly eager, impatient, or desperate. Matter of fact, it should be just the opposite. Nothing about your demeanor should suggest that you're desperate for a woman's sexual companionship. Nothing about your verbal delivery or your demeanor and disposition should represent that you're desperate for a woman's sexual companionship. Nothing. You understand that? You understand that? There's a difference between going up to a woman and saying, dang, what's your name? Angela? My name's Frank. Man, Angela, you are so beautiful. You so sexy. Like, when can we get together and have sex? Huh? You free later on today? Man, I would love to have sex with you. I mean, like, you free today? If not today, you free tomorrow morning? Man, I would love, I just would love, man. I want to just feel your body pressing against mine so bad. Yeah, man, I just, just so let me know your schedule over the next, 24 to 48 hours because I want to hook up with you, ASAP. See, if you approach a woman like that, yeah, you're going to come across as thirsty. That's thirsty. I never approach no woman like that. I never approach a woman like that. I just specifically let women know, hey, you're attractive, you're sexy, and I'm going to fuck you. Most of the time, I don't even put a timestamp on it. I don't say I'm going to fuck you in the next 24 hours. I'm going to fuck you in the next week. I'm going to fuck you in the next month. I just say, I know I'm going to fuck. I'm just cocky and saying, I know I'm going to fuck you. Sometimes I'll say, I don't care if it's a week from now, a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I know I'm going to fuck you. I know I am. I know I'm going to fuck you. Here's my card. I look forward to hearing from you when your pussy's wet. What was desperate about that? What was impatient about that? What was thirsty about that? You think that woman's going to forget about me? Me being that cocky and that straightforward, you think she's going to forget about me? Less than 1% chance. Ain't nothing about the Mo 1 approach that's synonymous with being overly eager, impatient, or sexually, romantically, or sexually desperate. It's simply about being specific about why you're even bothering to talk to a woman and why you really want to share her company in the near or distant future. Period. So that women don't waste your motherfucking time. So that women don't waste your motherfucking time. Get it? Got it? Good. Who knows? I might come back with another video between now and Saturday. I doubt it, but never say never. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.